Name's Aaron, and today I'm going to be teaching you beginning guitar. The first thing we're going to do, and I'm going to kind of follow along with my lesson plan here, is we're going to teach you about the different parts of the guitar. The first thing is the neck. This is the neck, and each of these is a fret. It's a different fret, and this is actually called the fret board right here. See, it's a different part that's connected to the neck. So you got different frets here, and then this is the head of the guitar, and these are your tuning pegs. This is how you tune your guitar, and also restring it if you need to. This right here is called the bridge, and these are string pegs. That's how you put the strings in the guitar. And this right here is the hollowed out body of a guitar, and inside here, if it's an electric acoustic guitar, there would be a microphone, but this one is just a basic acoustic guitar, so it uses the inside of the body to amplify the sound. Okay, and this right here is called the nut. This is where the strings go over here and then go into the tuning pegs. The first thing you want to do is make sure your guitar is in tune. This one has actually already been tuned, but you can buy a basic tuner at any guitar store, music store. You can buy a tuner like this and just follow it along. It will tell you how to tune it. Basically, you tune it by either loosening or tightening the tuning pegs. Another way you can tune your guitar is if you have a piano, you can hit the low E sound on the piano and it'll make a similar sound to this, and you can tune your low E string right here on the guitar, and then you can just tune down. So you want to match that sound with that sound. So you use the 5th fret all the way down to tune each string to make sure they all sound the same. And then, what's the next thing we're going to do? And then I want to talk about what each string is called. There's a good system that I've always used. It's every ant does get bought easily. So you got the low E string, which is the top string, and then you go down to the A string, every ant does, which would be the D string, would be the 3rd one down, and then get, which is the G, bought, which is the B string, and then you got the high E string on the very bottom. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is how to properly hold the guitar. So I'm obviously right-handed, so you're going to use your left hand to play on the neck right here. So you're going to have your left hand like that. You want to position your thumb directly behind it so you get some leverage. And then your right hand is what you're going to use to strum with. And then to hold the pick, because you want to play with a guitar pick, you can also play with your fingers, but the good way to start is by holding the pick. And what I do is I position the pick just like that. I take my finger, put the pick right there, and then I just kind of scoop it over like that. And that's how I use the pick. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is how to strum the strings. You want to strum downwards, and you can also strum upward. There's different strumming patterns. And a good way to begin is just kind of practicing going down like this, hitting each string. And then once you learn how to play chords, you can kind of mess around. Like here's an E chord, you can kind of practice in that way, and just kind of change the strumming pattern. You can go up like that, and strum down. So the best way to learn is just to continue to practice and just kind of change the positions of your fingers. So I'm going to show you a couple basic chords that you can do. The first chord that would be the easiest one to learn would be the E chord, which you take your middle finger like this and you position it on the 2nd fret on the 2nd string. And then you take your ring finger like this and you position it right there on the D string right there. And that is an E chord. That's probably one of the easiest basic chords to learn first, is an E chord. So like I said, you leave this string open, the low E, and then you position your middle finger on the A string on the 2nd fret. See, each one of these is a different fret. And then you take your ring finger and you put it down on the D string on the 2nd fret also, just like that. That's how you play an E chord. So I'm going to teach you another basic chord. You can also pause this video if you need to practice the E chord if you want. Another basic chord is you're going to take your middle finger and you're going to position it on the 3rd fret on the low E string. And then you're going to take your pointer finger and you're going to go down to the A string and you're going to position it on the 2nd fret just like that. And then you're going to want to go all the way down with your your ring finger, sorry, and you're going to want to put it on the very bottom string, which is the high E string on the 3rd fret. And that's a G chord. See, that's a basic chord right there, so you can practice. You can even go down like this. You can practice that. And then you can switch back to the E chord I taught you, and you can go. switch it. See, you pretty much got a song already off of just those 2 chords. The next chord I'm going to teach you is the C chord. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your ring finger, and like I said, you can always go back and pause the video and relearn these if you need to, practice them. And you're going to want to put it on the 3rd fret on the A string, which is the 2nd string down. So you're leaving this one open, and in fact you're not even going to play this string at all for this chord. So you got your ring finger on that one, and then you're going to put your middle finger on the next string down, which is going to be the D string, and you're going to put it on the 2nd fret. And then you're going to want to take your pointer finger and go all the way down to the very bottom string, and that's the C chord. Oh, okay. You're going to want to put it down on the string second to the bottom, which is actually the B chord. So you're going to want to go like that. And that's a basic C chord. So, like I said, ring finger, 3rd fret, A string. Middle finger is going to go down to the 3rd string, which is the D string. And then you're going to want to take your pointer finger and you're going to go to the 2nd string to the bottom, which is the B string, and that's a C chord. Like I said, you can practice going down like that. And then you always change it to the E chord we learned at the beginning. And then you can change it to the G chord that we learned. You can also just strum them too. You can go E, and you see how I'm kind of putting both these fingers down? I'm actually doing a G minor there, but you can just do that. It sounds about the same too. So sometimes I'll throw the middle, both fingers in there and make it a G minor too. So basically that's the beginning of it. You know, that's a good way to start practicing. You just, you know, jump back and forth from the E to the C. And basically you're playing a song right there. You can just make your own song up right there off those 3 chords. And another easy chord is you can learn the A, which is exactly like the E. See how the E, you're using your middle finger like I taught you right there for the E chord. Well, for the A chord, you're just going down one. So you're just going down to the next fret down. And that's an A. E. A. So an A chord is basically exactly like an E chord, except you're just going down one more. So after all this, you should be able to basically start learning how to play guitar. I taught myself how to play guitar many years ago. The hard part is going to be building calluses on your fingers, because your fingers are going to be really sore at first. So what you're going to want to do is you're just going to keep playing, and you're going to build up calluses, and eventually it won't hurt anymore. That's going to be the hardest part about it, is just building those calluses for your hands. But really all you need is just a basic acoustic guitar. You can get a Guitar Center for $100. You can just get a basic $150, a Fender, or whatever you can find, just something to start out with. You just ask the people that work there, you know, what's a good beginning guitar for you. Then you can pick one up for $100, $150, and strings are about $5 a piece. Most music stores will string the guitar for you. Stringing is pretty easy. You can figure it out on your own as well. And that's pretty much all I got, so I hope you guys enjoy it. And good luck to you. Thanks.